Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Safiuddin Hanafi bin Hashimi from class DPE 1A holding the matrix number 05 DPE 25F1001, and today I would like to do an introduction to Scrabble. Now, the history of Scrabble. Scrabble was invented in 1938 during the Great Depression by an unemployed New York architect named Alfred Mosher Butts, who figured Americans could use a little bit of distraction during the bleak economic times. Butts did this by experimenting a combination of both crosswords and anagrams, which were very popular in the 1920s. Soon after dealing with investors, Scrabble was born. How to play Scrabble? What you need for Scrabble are three simple things: the Scrabble board, the tile holder and sack, and the letter tiles. Next. How do you start the game? Scrabble can be played up to 4 players. So let's use these 4 guys over here. We got Abdul, Samad, Faiz, and Rahim. Each of them will be sitting in each end of the Scrabble board. Then, step 1 in playing. Players will choose a letter from the tile sack to determine their turns. For example, we have Faiz who got J, Samad K, Abdul T, and Rahim Z. Since Faiz got J, he will continue first, followed by Samad who got K, Abdul T, and Rahim Z. Next. The letter that each player has chosen will be placed in their respective tile holders. Each player will fill up their tile holders by randomly choosing 6 more letters to fill up their tile holders. Each player can only have a maximum of 7 letters in their tile holders. Beginning the game, Faiz will start the game by placing tiles starting from the middle of the board and can go vertically down or horizontally right to produce a word. The word must be a real word in the English dictionary. Let's say Faiz, using the letters he has, produces the word jacket. He has used 6 letters from his tile holder. So after producing the word, he will have to refill his tile holder by randomly choosing letters from the tile pouch. That being, he will fill up his tile holder until there are 7 letters in that tile holder. Each player is only able to make 1 word per turn. Next. After Faiz has finished his word, it's now Samad's turn. Samad now produced a word from the letter in his tile holder, but he must connect the word he wants to make to any letter from the word jacket. So the word produced can be vertically down or horizontally to the right. It's to the right. For example, let's say Samad makes the word button. As you can see, you can connect the word button. You can also do any other word. For example, trying to connect it with A, or if the letter ends with J, you can also do it from top to bottom. Players will continue to produce a word by connecting the letter to produce their words and refill every time they finish their turn. The game will continue until all the letters in the tile pouch are no more and no player is able to produce any more words. Each word produced allocates to the marks they will receive. How does marking work? Each letter has their allocated mark as shown in the image. There are also blank tiles that can be used as any letter. However, these blank tiles have no marks allocated to them. The board also helps players in gaining extra points when producing words. Players may land on one of these tiles. There are 5 different tiles that have their respective purpose. Green, normal tile, nothing special. Yellow, doubles the value of the word produced. Red, triples the value of the word produced. Blue, triples the value of the letter that lands on this tile. Light blue, doubles the value of the letter that lands on this tile. When all the letters in the tile pouch are no more and the players aren't able to produce any more words, the marks of every player will be taken based on the total value of all the words each of them produce. If in any case the player still has tiles in their holder, their marks will be deducted based on the total value of the remaining tiles in the tile holder. The player who obtained the highest marks is declared the winner. And that's all I have for my presentation of an introduction to Scrabble.